Why would you have a circus out in the middle of very, very dark woods? It's just insane. I don't think there's anything else I can do here just yet. I need to go back to the village and get the spade. And the spade and the fork? Spade and the sword. The one thing that these games, or that I was always, I know it is impossible, but the one thing I always wanted in these games was every build, every you could go. I need to come in here. Why do I do that? You could go down these like alleyways here and things like that, and you could go into buildings that supposedly had lights on them. You could go in that door. You could go into the lighthouse, and I know the one thing I love free roam games. It's the one thing that I really really adore. And so the one thing that I would love one day is a free roam game, kind of like GTA 5 or something like that, where you could go into every building and there was always something to do in it. And it's never going to happen, never ever going to happen. But I would love it. I'll take it. It'll make a swell game. What I love about this is you buy the map and then find out that it's dance instructions. But the weird thing is, if you go to the forest before you get the map, if you go to the forest before you get the map, well, it is a map because if you follow the directions on there, it takes you to the treasure of where you need to go. But the weird thing is if you buy it, if you don't buy the map and then try and go in the forest, he says I won't go in here without a map. If you then buy the map, and then you buy the dancing instructions map, and then go into the forest, despite the fact he knows he still doesn't have directions, he will then go into the forest. What do you want? About this sword. What about it? I want it. Great. Best pieces, 100 pieces of 8 you'll ever spend. What else do you want? About this shovel. What about it? I will want it. Great. It'll pay for itself, believe me. You'll dig up 75 pieces of 8 in no time. But hey, save some treasure for the rest of us, would you? What else do you want? Oh, I see. You can follow him to the Swordmaster, but first of all, I want to see if I can actually remember off the top of my head the directions of where you're supposed to go. Because now you've got the sword, you can do the insult sword fighting, which is it's a bit repetitive, but it's fun. Ah, the sound of the waves. Sorry, I lost myself in the sound of the waves and the gulls then. Right. Okay, let's go to the fork. Now let's see if I can find my way to the treasure. I love that. I don't know whether it's just me, but I swear I can see things in the rocks and the trees and things like that. Like here, that to me looks like the head of a dog. There's his ear, there's his two eyes, that's his snout, and that's his nose. And it's like he's lying down. I'll point them out as I go along because I'm sure there's other ones. Like here, that to me. Oh, I need to pick up the flowers as well. But that looks to me like a guy lying on his front. He's got eye, nose with a stash underneath, and he's wearing like one of those hunter's helmets. And it looks like he's lying on his front. But again, could very easily just be seeing things that aren't there. Here, that is an eye, no, and that looks like a camel's head to me. I don't know, seriously, I genuinely think I might be just imagining these things, but that's what they look like. It was very weird. There's a hunter guy again. I can't pick up the red ones. Oh, I have to mix that with that, and then I have to give it to the poodles later. Yes, poodles. That looks like a head. That looks like some sort of skull from the side. Eye, cranium. Again, could just be seeing things that aren't there. Oh, the stump. Oh no, it's not the stump. I think... Campsite. I think I'm on the right path. Eventually, you find this... I don't think the stump joke, as it's known, is actually in this version, but basically, there is a stump in the game, and where in some versions, when you find it, you'd look at the stump and you'd say, "Wow, it leads to a system of catacombs or something like that." And then when you try to go in it, it would say something ridiculous like, "Please insert disk 327" or something like that. Which is obviously you couldn't do because there was no disk 327. And then eventually Guybrush would go, "Oh, you know, I can't. If I'm correct, yes, I found the treasure." And he would basically say, "You know, I can't. Guess I can't go in there then." But then in the third game, they actually revisit the stump joke, and it's actually this is quite amusing. I'm quite pleased that I managed to find. Well, I managed to find the treasure. The next step is if I can find the Swordmaster's house. Hours pass. Hey, I think I hit something. Oh boy! It's a t-shirt! Not my size, but a nice one nonetheless. That's it. Whenever you do something else, you get t-shirts. Yes, I should put all the dirt back now. So he keeps digging. More hours pass. And he even put the X back. Looks like a big plus sign. What could it possibly mean? The legendary lost treasure of Melee Island. This carefully reproduced piece of Melee Island history has delighted thousands of would-be and their families for generations. Remember, there are other pirates on the island, so go easy on the treasure. Leave some for the next person. Here lies the treasure, where you just have to dig it up to yourself to believe it. Paid for by the Melee Game Proof Choppers. Found the treasure of Melee Island, all I got was this stupid t-shirt. You can't put it on though because it's not his size. It doesn't fit. Figures. Okay, let's see if I can find the Swordmaster's place. I'm purely going on instinct here. I really am just guessing as to where I'm supposed to be going. As I said, I've played these games so many times that there's part of me that's just thinking, I feel this is the right way. I could be wrong, but at the moment I seem to be going in the same direction that I was before. But I'm sure... Oh, there's the stump! I found the stump. Does he just do just a regular old stump? No matter how many times you click on it. Can you use the stump? Doesn't seem to work. Pick up. Push. No. Basically, yeah, that's the stump from oh god, what did I just do? Oh, I want to save the game, that's what I was doing. Yeah, that's the stump from the Easter egg. Oh, is that? Oh, okay, I'm the other side of that. So is it over here? I'm back here again. I know that I'm sure I've found it before. I'm determined to find it again. I am just going round in circles now, aren't I? Okay, let's go this way. What a lovely plant. You can't pick it up, can you? I can't pick that up. So that's where the treasure is. So let's go this way. There's nothing over here. Damn it. Okay. I'll go back to. I'm determined to find it myself now. I've done it before, so I can do it again. Okay, let's go this way. I'm starting to forget where I've gone and where I haven't now, so... Okay, right. So that takes me back to the campsite there. So these ones, it says like you can't... Despite the fact I've already picked up the yellow ones, I don't think strolling through the forest picking flowers is very good practice for being a pirate. Shit, which way did I go? I think I went left. Okay, that's the stump. See, look, I love the fact that this side of the screen doesn't change. It just stays the same. Is it through here? No. Let's go this way. I definitely think I've gone wrong somewhere. I'm back at the stump. Damn it! Okay, let's go back the way I came. And go off to the other side. I remember finding this music really creepy when I was little. That was that way, okay. Ah, this rings a bell. Yes! Chick chick. Bingo. So the question is, now I've found it, can I go back there, or have I got to do that all again? Oh, God. Oh, I get to do some insult sword fighting. Nice night we're having, isn't it? I hopes you be some... What? Okay. Why do you guys talk so funny? Pirate lingo. That's how everybody talked back then. Come along, Guybrush. Play along. Sorry to bother you. I'll be on my way. Oh, I need to get training, don't I? Yes, okay, I found the Swordmaster's place. I need to get training with the sword. Oh, this is the like the what is this a reference? Monty Python. That's it. None shall pass. How much is the toll? I think I've got to give him the fish. I want something that will attract attention but have no real importance. You have 3 chances to give me what I want. Then I eat you. I can't remember. I don't think... I'm pretty sure you can't die. So I don't know what happens if you do use your 3 chances. But what he wants is the red herring. So let's give him the meat. I want to see what happens if I do it 3 times. That's pretty useless. It's not what I want. That's pretty useless. But it's not what I want. Have some money! No, I said give. You dare offend me with such a paltry amount? That was 3 tries. Come on. It's pretty useless. But it's not what I want. I want something that will really divert attention from things that are really important. The red herring. And I think... a red herring. Pass. He's supposed to look a bit like George Lucas. And then he does Luke's lightsaber thing with his club. And then he never... That's it. You can't go back to the bridge. I think you can go back to the bridge, but nothing happens there. To do some sword fighting training. I think I'll knock. It'd only be polite. What do you want, you wimpy little maggot? I think this guy's supposed to look a bit like Duke Nukem, maybe. There. He does look a bit like Duke Nukem. You'd never be half the sword fighter Collar is, even with hours of blood, hard work and sweat and blood. I remember fighting side by side with Collar at Port Royal. The local constabulary had a... I can't read. You don't have what it takes. I think you've got to just keep going with him. I do so. You do not. I do so. You do not. I do so. I like your spirit. I'll do what I can. Of course. What'll cost you? You see my sign? I usually charge 30 pieces of 8 for a big job like this one. What do you got? I've got 30 pieces of 8. Say no more. Say no more. Let's see your sword. Okay, check it out. Yeah, this is a nice one. Let's get to it. Okay, you maggot. Why don't you whip out that sword and let's see what you can do with it. Boy, you fight like a dairy farmer. How appropriate. You fight like a cow. Yeah, that's the reply to the insult. Seeing as it's a check thing, I need the money. Yes. I can see you're gonna have to take some special measures. I just want you to know, I don't do this with everyone. It's only because I feel that you're special. Student better pieces of 8 bonding, that I'm going to go to these lengths. I'm going to put you up against... Machine? Is this going to hurt? Yikes. Come at me. Don't be afraid, you won't hurt me. Hours later. I think this is a reference to the adventure of Sherlock Holmes' smarter younger brother. He has a similar sword fighting machine. And cut something. I keep going. I apologize. I keep going in and out with the voices. Sometimes I keep going on with them. Sometimes I don't. One that catches them off guard. You see, kid, your wit's got to be twice as sharp as your sword. Let's try a couple of... Oh, this is where the insult's coming. We're fighting up a storm, just like Carla and I were doing at Port Royal. And sudden, there's a break in the fighting, and I say to you, you fight like a dairy farmer. You respond with... You must be thinking of something else. I am not a farmer. I can see we've got a lot of work to do here. You should have responded to something like, how appropriate. You fight like a cow. You see, it's razor-sharp wits like that wins fights. Let's try another. Imagine this. You're trapped up against a wall. I can't keep it up. Soon you'll be wearing my sword like a shish kebab. You respond with, how appropriate. You fight like a cow. No, no, no. That was the response for the last insult. That doesn't even make sense when used here. And I've got a little tip for you. Oh, is it? First you better stop waving it around like a feather duster. Razor sharp. I suggest you get out there and learn some insults. I can't help feel like I've been ripped off. I'm sure you're feeling something similar. Oh, yes, breaking the fourth wall. That's something else that Monkey Island does a couple of times.
Hey everyone, I hope you enjoyed the video. Because I recorded this as a 3-hour-long playthrough, there's no edits in the actual footage, so I've had to put them in now, obviously, for the editing. So, you're going to hear this message at the end of every episode. I apologise, that's going to get a little bit annoying for you. But, as always, I just wanted to say, thanks for watching, like, favourite, subscribe, share, do all of that, it really helps me out a lot. And of course, my usual sign-off, I shall see you all with another episode very soon.